Welcome back to AI News. Today we're covering Figure 3's newest autonomous skill, a new hand for the USA's leading military humanoid, another new humanoid that can feel more than any other, plus a comparison of the two newest video generation models to see which is better. So first, let's start with Figure's 03 humanoid demonstrating this brand new autonomous ladder climbing skill. And this is using 35 degrees of freedom. Notice the way that it looks at each of its hands before placement. You would think that each of the cameras inside of its palms would be enough for the hand placement, but apparently not. It would be interesting to see how much faster this robot is able to climb in the next year. Also, comment down below whether or not you think that Figure should start trading perpetual swaps. Even though it's not IPO'd, would you go long on Figure's future even if you didn't own any of the underlying stock? But Foundation may have just pushed embodied AI even further, as engineers of the Phantom MK1 humanoid just showed off an updated prototype of a tendon-driven robotic hand built to answer one of their biggest problems until now, proprioception, which is the sense that tells the robot where its fingers are in space without the use of vision. Humans get this for free from signals in muscles, tendons, and joints, but robots don't. So their fix for the Phantom MK1 is a tunnel magnetic resonance sensor placed at each joint alongside a small magnet. And as the joint rotates, the sensor tracks the magnet's position with sub 1 degree precision using no cameras and no external rig. And here's the more interesting part. The team also built a sensor-free backup. Using only motor angle data and a tendon routing matrix, the hand can estimate its own joint positions even if the magnetic sensors are damaged or knocked out. And in testing, engineers moved the fingers and wrists by hand, while a red overlay showed the target pose and a gray overlay showed the estimator's real-time guess, tracking closely though not perfectly, since the system runs open loop with no feedback correction from the sensors themselves. But the real test came last, catching a thrown baseball, which is a rough benchmark involving low precision, but it's a telling one since it demands the kind of low latency position tracking that sensor-heavy systems often struggle to deliver on quickly. And the hand was able to catch the ball imperfectly on camera, with engineers noting the throw itself is the hard part to time. Plus, we just got another peek at Generative Bionics' upcoming GENE.01 humanoid at AMD's Advanced AI conference. In fact, AMD is invested in the Italian startup, with the robot featuring newly designed tactile skin that can feel touch on its arm. But beyond its arm, GENE.01's standout feature is its full body sensing, with the skin detecting not just touch but also proximity, allowing the robot to sense a hand approaching before contact is even made. In fact, Generative Bionics calls this feature physics-native AI, and they're treating the robot's body as a piece of its intelligence rather than a separate shell. Furthermore, GENE.01 is an open source-based platform with industry-specific humanoids meant to branch off from it, with Generative Bionics transforming GENE.01's design concept into a fully functional humanoid within just 6 months. And its first industrial use case is already planned as a welding humanoid for one of Italy's leading shipyards. While robots are mastering the real world, generative AI is building its own, as xAI just leveled up its video generator, aiming at AI video's biggest weakness, which is consistency. And a month after launching Imagine Video 1.5, Grok's team added the ability to lock a character's face and voice into place.
Any era, any style, any world you can dream up. Same character, same voice, across whatever you can imagine.
By feeding it just one photo and one voice sample, that person shows up, sounds the same, and acts consistently across every scene, fixing a problem that's plagued the industry, characters subtly drifting from cut to cut. And on top of this, the update also brings genuine text to video, so creators no longer need a starting image. Plus, Imagine Video 1.5 is native 1080p for the first time. But the most interesting piece may be multi-reference, where up to 7 images can each control one variable independently, allowing users to just swap in a new location while keeping the same character, or they can keep the scene and change only the action, making it feel less like generating a video and more like directing one. And it's already accessible with Super Grok Heavy and Plus subscribers in the US, rolling out to every tier within the next few days, with image references and text-to-video already being live on xAI's API. But how does this compare to Seedance 2.5 from ByteDance, which also just shipped on stage at Volcano Engine 2026, with the headline feature being duration, as Seedance 2.5 can now generate high-quality 30-second audio-video clips in a single pass, and it also supports multiple rounds of extensions up from its 15-second ceiling on Seedance 2.0. But an even bigger feature update is in references, where users can now provide up to 30 images, 10 videos, and 10 audio clips as reference material in a single input, which allows creators to feed in product shots, motion samples, and audio so that Seedance 2.5 can preserve both character and product identity across entire campaigns rather than just one clip at a time. And to provide maximum control, ByteDance added timestamp level targeted editing of audio and video, along with other enhanced features like green screen, camera perspective, and reference-based editing. And the model is rolling out on Gemung AI and the Pro version of Dualbao, with an API expected soon on Volcano Engine's Arc platform. And while ByteDance is busy stretching video clips to 30 seconds, its rival Alibaba just made a different kind of move, opening the doors on its biggest model yet, Qwen 3.8 Max, which is its 2.4 trillion parameter flagship, and now it's widely accessible to global developers ahead of a promised open weight release next week. But this is a noticeable reversal as Alibaba returns to open sourcing their top tier models after having kept several recent flagships proprietary. And as for availability, the model is now live through Alibaba Cloud's Model Studio APIs and Qwen Work, with Qwen 3.8 Max supporting a context window of up to 1 million tokens, while being natively multimodal with the ability to process lengthy documents, TV series, and even live streams as searchable knowledge bases. Plus, Alibaba also says it can recreate software applications from screenshots, generate interactive games and educational animations, as well as convert flat 2D floor plans into 3D visualizations. And the company is positioning it specifically for autonomous coding and long-running research tasks. But while China races on scale and accessibility, the more interesting move this week came out of the US, where OpenAI wasn't talking about size at all, as OpenAI's next model, Astra, just made its debut in an unusual way, not with a launch event, but a stack of solved math problems. Described as OpenAI's next major model family, Astra is built for long-running work, coordinating multiple agents that stay on a hard problem far longer than a single-pass model would. Anyways, like and subscribe, and check out this video here for more of the latest in AI and robotics news, and thanks for watching.